All right, time for another episode of You Ask, I Draw, where I draw your prompts. And today we're going to draw, the Threads characters as Eeveelutions. So this was actually pretty challenging for me because I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who the Threads characters were. I had to look it up because I was like, what, Threads? Like the Instagram app thing? No, apparently it's a cartoon. And from what I've gathered, it came out like the same time as VeggieTales and all that. So I don't know what the show is, but there's basically 4 really cute characters. There's a bear, there's a cat, there's a horse, and there's a bunny. And I think they're all supposed to be stuffed animals. And I guess they go on like these wacky adventures together. So basically what I decided to do, and you can see me mapping out like the different species that I remember, I kind of fused the character designs of the Threads characters loosely with the Eeveelutions. So I based all of them very, very loosely off an Eeveelution and tried to do like a 50-50 split between the two. So for the bunny, I went with just like Flareon I thought would fit pretty well. But as you're going to see, I ended up making the decision to color them like the original Threads characters and not like the Eeveelutions. So kind of hard to tell exactly what Eeveelution they're supposed to be, but that's okay. It was a very fun, unique prompt. So whoever wrote this prompt, thank you for like pushing me out of my comfort zone and trying something new. You're really cool. So yeah, the bunny is supposed to be Flareon. The bear is very, very loosely based off of Umbreon. Just because of the spots on him, he has like this bluish purple spot design. I was like, oh, that kind of makes me think of Umbreon. So I did that. The horse, he's like tan and brown. So I thought, okay, I'm going to base him off of Eevee. And then for the cat's purple. So I thought, okay, yeah, we'll do Espeon for that Eeveelution. That makes sense. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing like the patchwork design on the bunny. Very much sticking to their original design. A lot of it was just making it up as I go. I didn't have any kind of like definitive plan. I didn't sit down and go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to map it out. I just was like, let's just go with the flow. Let's just see what happens. See where life takes us. Because sometimes that's a fun way to make art, let's be real. So coloring him in. And I did make some changes to his design. I don't think he has like this chest fluff, like actually. But it's very Flareon-esque, so I added that. Along with a little bushy tail, because he don't have a bushy tail. But that's what I gave him. So, yeah, just deciding how to color was pretty fun. I enjoyed this part. I really did. And I don't know. If I had to pick a favorite, which is really tough, I probably would pick the bunny. For a few reasons. Well, first of all, I like his design. I like the patchwork design. But I also kind of like the pose I drew him in, and his ears are like flopping, and it's just very dynamic and fun. If anybody knows the names of the characters, if they could comment them below, because I couldn't find the names of the characters. I feel like this is a very obscure show. And what I mean by that is, I feel like maybe it wasn't as popular as like other cartoons like VeggieTales. So I didn't find a lot of information about it, unfortunately. But if you grew up with the show, or you know about the show, if you could give me some more details about the characters, that would be awesome, because I'd love to learn more. They're really cute. So here I am working on the horse. I made this difficult decision to give him his horse head so that you know he's the horse, but then to give him like Eevee-like feet. And it might be a little jarring to be like, is that a horse or is that a... I guess I would call these creatures hybrids. I would say they are really just like a perfect cross. Like if the character and the Eeveelution had a baby, this is what it would look like, you know? And we're done coloring. What did you guys think of this? Would you have done anything differently? All right, bye for now.